The best way to reduce your chance of falling based on the latest research. Hi, my name is Doug. I've been a physical therapist for 30 years and I specialize in helping people with balance problems learn to walk again. There was a 2023 study that was sponsored by the National Institutes of Health that looked at the question of what are the best exercises to improve walking, reduce your chance of falling, and improve balance. The study looked at strengthening exercises, balance exercises, combinations of these, all sorts of popular and commonly done exercises that people might try with the thought of improving their balance. What the study found was that the ideal thing is to do a combination of both strength and balance exercises. That when you do these in combination, you're kind of hitting on all the major benefits of strength training and balance exercise, and that's the thing that really has the best overall chance of reducing your chance of falling, helping you maintain your walking long into your later years, and improving your walking. What the study did find was that strengthening alone can't improve your risk of falling. But what it does do is if you become unsteady, if something bumps into you and you start to lose your balance, how strong your leg muscles are is a factor in how well you can recover your balance. So it's really important to do strength training exercises. But the study also showed that if you only do strength training exercises, you probably still have the same risk of falling as someone who's sedentary. So what you want to do is combine that with balance challenging activities. Balance challenging activities like standing on one leg or stepping over an object or Tai Chi or standing Pilates, those types of things can improve your balance and also improve your strength. They do that because by challenging your balance, it improves your proprioception, which is your awareness of where your legs are in space. It improves your coordination, and it actually makes you more fit when it comes to stepping over things or navigating uneven surfaces. So ideally, what you want to do if you want to really improve your balance and resist falls is to do a combination of balance challenging activities and strength exercises. Now I'm going to show you 6 exercises that you can do at home that will not only improve your strength, but also your balance. Okay, we're going to do side stepping. So grab your chair and all you're going to do is take one big step to one side, bring your other foot in, then bring one step to the other side, bring your foot in. The goal is to do this without holding the chair. But if you're struggling with that, you can put one hand on the chair or both hands on the chair. This is a great exercise. It builds the muscles in the sides of your legs, the hip abductor muscles that lift your leg out to the side. But the big thing is it helps you practice what's called a protective step. When someone loses their balance or when their balance is disturbed, they have to take a protective step to maintain their balance. But if you never practice stepping to the side, and a lot of people really don't, they become rusty at it. They're not used to stepping to the side. So when they try to do it to save their balance, to stop a fall, they can't. So practicing this is really an effective way of improving your balance. There's a lot of research that says this is one of the best exercises to practice. When you're doing it, make sure you keep your knees bent. You don't want to be walking on stiff legs. That's bad for your knees. But also it actually makes your balance worse. So always try to keep your knees bent. And I am lifting my foot up almost as if I'm stepping over something. Try not to shuffle. If you're shuffling, I'd say grab on. And if at any point, if you're tired, please sit down and take a rest. You don't have to do this the whole 2 minutes. I'm just demonstrating that for you. And you can go at whatever pace you want, whatever step length you want. But your goal should be kind of a big step, at least covering the distance of a chair like this, each time side to side. We just have a few more to go. I know this can be kind of tiring. Just about done. I think this is our last one and finished. Okay, now we're going to do weight shift. To do weight shift, you want to grab the back of the chair. You want to put all your weight on one leg, lifting your other leg up to the side, and then go back to the other side. So this exercise is very good at teaching someone to shift their weight. Once I learned this exercise, I was able to help a lot more of my clients who were shuffling. So many people shuffle when they walk. They don't really lift their legs up as they're walking and put their foot in front of them. Instead, they kind of shuffle their feet forward. Some of them even slide it on the ground. Or they really rely on their walker or their cane when they're walking to kind of help them weight shift. So practicing this is a great way to get that skill back again. Your goal is to do it without holding on. Now, if you're struggling right now, if you can't do this without holding on, that's okay. Grab on with both hands. Maybe over time you can get to one hand or one finger, and then practice letting go on a couple of these. Don't give up. It takes time to regain your balance again. I've hardly ever had a patient just see me one time and that's it. It's cured. This type of thing can take weeks, if not months, to get back again. Just depends on what level you're at. But your fear of doing these is really the reason why you haven't been doing as well. And if you can learn to overcome that fear by practicing with something nearby just in case, that's how you get your balance back again. And it is possible. I've done it thousands of times with clients, but a lot of people can't believe that it's possible to get it back again. We're just about done with this one. And I notice I'm really leaning over the leg that I'm standing on. I think we just have one or two more. And that's it. Okay, we're going to do single leg stands. You're going to grab the back of the chair. You're going to shift all your weight to one side. And then you're going to try to let go of the chair and balance on one foot. Now the goal is to try to balance for 20 seconds on each leg. I'm not doing 20 seconds right now because most of the people that are watching this, 5 or 10 seconds is quite a bit. In fact, a lot of people might find that when they do it, they let go and they immediately fall back down again. They let go and their foot comes right back down. Why is that? I've learned over time that they're not shifting enough. Most people that have trouble with this, they're not shifting their weight over the leg they're standing on. So if that describes you right now, if your foot's coming right down, shift even further. That means lean your weight more. Like I'm on my left leg right now, so I'm leaning to the left. If I'm on my right leg, I'm leaning to my right. You can lean your torso. You can just lean your weight that way. You can even put your hand out a little bit to balance. It's extremely important for your balance to be able to stand on one leg. I always say this is literally the best exercise that anyone can do to improve their balance, because what we've learned from the research is that balance challenge is the best way to improve your balance. And this really challenges your balance. If you can stand for 20 seconds on one leg, you're probably not going to fall. People that have trouble with this are at great risks for falling. So practicing it, if it's not too hard for them to practice, if they can practice it, this is a way to very quickly improve your balance. Now, if you're getting tired, you can stop. You can also sit down and rest a little bit. We just have a few more to go here. And again, you might not be doing as many reps as me because you're standing longer than me, which is good. Keep trying this one. Over time, it will get better and better. We're just about done, and that was the last one. So now we're going to do heel to toe walking. I'm going to grab the chair. I'm facing in one direction, and I put one foot in front of the other, touching my heel to my toe. I'll take another step, then I'll turn facing the chair, turn the other way, and do the same thing, heel to toe. I only think you should go about 3 steps. I'm in a very tight spot here, so that's all I can do. If you can go 4 steps, that's fine too. I probably could if it wasn't for that bar right there. Now, I'm holding on. The goal of this is to do it without holding on. You want to get to the point where you can go like this, a couple of steps. You don't want to get away from the chair though, because you always want that chair there just for safety. Now, when I do it, I'm actually touching my heel to my toe. Even if you just get your feet closer together, for some people, that's enough of a challenge. That's good. Keep doing it that way. I've seen people that this is the most they can do, because normally those people are usually walking with their feet very wide apart. So this is a time to just practice a more narrow gait pattern. Now, believe it or not, A normal pattern is to walk one foot almost directly in front of the other. You're not supposed to touch your heel to your toe when you're walking. But during this exercise, you're doing that because you're trying to practice with a very small base of support. And it is a challenge. You can certainly hold on to the chair as much as you want while you're doing it. But over time, you should start letting go of the chair and really trying to balance yourself without holding on. If you want to rest at any point, you can. You don't have to do it the full 2 minutes. I think we're almost done with this exercise. But you do want to keep trying to go heel to toe. Okay. Our next exercise is pillow squats. I recommend having a cushion or one pillow or two pillows. The more pillows you use, the easier the exercise is. You're going to sit on the pillows with chair in front of you, cross your arms across your chest, and you're going to lean forward and stand up. Now I'm doing it without holding on. This would be the goal for most of you at home. I don't think most people should do this for a full 2 minutes. You should rest as often as you want. You could do 2 or 3 reps and just stop. You could do 10 reps and then rest for half a minute. However you want to do it, just keep trying for the full 2 minutes. Now, if you're struggling with that, it's actually fine to push off here. You'll get a lot of benefit just pushing off each time. So push up, stand up, and then come down. It is important to try to stand up all the way, and I don't have my back of my legs pushing against the chair. Don't do that. If you're doing that, just push with your hands a little more. You could also use the chair in front of you. Most people might be surprised to learn that it actually is beneficial to do this exercise, even if you're having to push off, even if you put your hands on your knees to push up. You're still going to get a lot of benefit. This works the quads, it works the hamstrings and the buttocks muscles, all of which are really important when you walk. That's pretty much all the muscles in your legs except for the muscles in your calves. Everyone regards this exercise as probably the best lower extremity strengthening exercise that there is because it works all the muscles. It also works your heart. You might hear me being a little bit out of breath. It definitely will make you out of breath to do it. And it's okay to push off. I'm going to just a couple more times here and we're all done with this one. I think I have 2 more. And enough. Okay, now we're going to practice backward stepping. You're going to grab the chair, face in one direction, and then you're going to just take 3 steps in one direction, turn towards the chair, facing the other way, and then 1, 2, 3 steps. Now, you'll notice I'm letting go of the chair. That's the goal. And I'm picking my feet up and putting them behind with each step. Now, if you're struggling with that, if you're having trouble with it, it's okay to grab on in the beginning. You could grab on every step the first few times that you do this. But over time, you want to let go more and more. You want to try to let go or maybe just have a finger there more and more. But I want you to have that chair just for safety. You want to be confident when you do this because you're trying to regain that ability to balance yourself. So when you do this, you have to shift your weight. You have to put all your weight on one leg to get the other leg behind you. Otherwise, you're going to be sliding your foot back. And I want you not to slide it. If you're sliding, grab the chair so you can really lift your foot back. I want you to practice this more normal way of walking. Now you might be wondering, why am I practicing walking backwards? I never walk backwards. I hear that all the time. Everybody walks backwards. I disagree if you're saying that right now. When you're getting up in the morning, when you're getting dressed, showering, cooking for yourself, pretty much everything, you do have to take a step backwards ever so often. But studies have shown that people that never really practice backward stepping, it does get worse. They get very rusty at it. And then when they have to do it, they struggle with it. So if you practice this all the time and it feels normal, then when you have to do it throughout the day, it just seems a lot easier. We're just about done here. And you notice I'm keeping my knees bent as I'm doing this. Always walk with your knees a little bit bent. And I think we're on our last one. And yep, I think that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this.